Hello, I'm Stevie Dogs from siift, and today I'm going to explain early-stage startup validation. Hey there! Have you ever wondered why so many startups fail before they even get off the ground? It's not because the founders aren't smart or passionate. More often, it's because they skip the critical step of validating their idea. Instead of building something people actually want, they gamble their time and money on assumptions. In this video, we're going to break down early startup validation so you can avoid those expensive mistakes and build something that truly resonates. We'll look at why validation matters, how to create an MVP, the best methods to test your ideas, real-world success stories, and the metrics that can help you decide whether to pivot, persist, or quit. By the end, you'll know exactly how to transform your vision into a viable business step by step, and I'll share a way to make the process even smarter. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is startup validation? It's the process of confirming that your idea solves a real problem for real people before you commit serious resources. Imagine spending months coding a product only to discover nobody needs it. Early validation helps you avoid that heartache by testing your hypotheses in the wild. It starts with an MVP, a minimum viable product, that showcases your core value proposition. This can be as simple as a landing page describing your service or a rough prototype that lets users interact with the main feature. The goal isn't to impress investors with fancy features, but to learn from potential customers quickly. So how do you build an MVP? First, do your homework on the market. Identify your target audience and research their pain points. Then create a simple prototype that demonstrates how your product addresses those pain points. It might be a clickable mock-up, a video, or even a concierge test where you manually deliver the service. Put this prototype in front of early adopters. Ask them what they love, what confuses them, and what they'd change. Collect their feedback through interviews, surveys, and analytics. If people get excited and even offer to pay, you know you're onto something. If they shrug, it's time to refine your idea or pivot entirely. Next, let's talk about validation methods. One classic approach is customer interviews. Grab a handful of potential users and ask open-ended questions about their challenges. Listen more than you talk. The insights you gain will shape your MVP and help you avoid confirmation bias. Another technique is landing page testing. Build a page that explains your product and has a clear call to action like signing up for a waitlist or pre-ordering. Then drive traffic to it through ads, social media, or communities, and measure conversion rates. A high conversion rate suggests strong interest. A low one means you need to rethink your value proposition. You can also demo your prototype at events or online forums, letting users click around while you watch their reactions. Finally, cognitive mapping is a method where you map out user journeys and identify decision points, helping you pinpoint which assumptions need testing. While you're running these experiments, track meaningful metrics. Customer acquisition cost, CAC, tells you how much you spend to attract each customer. If CAC is higher than the amount you can expect them to pay, your business might not be sustainable. Customer lifetime value, CLV, estimates how much revenue an average customer brings over time. If CLV is significantly higher than CAC, congratulations, you might have a viable model. Also, watch user engagement rates. Are people using the product frequently, or do they drop off after a week? Conversion rates from trial to paid plans reveal whether users see enough value to pull out their wallets. Churn rate shows how many customers you're losing. A high churn means there's something missing. These numbers help you decide whether to iterate, scale, or pivot. Learning from others can help you avoid common pitfalls. Dropbox famously started with a simple explainer video showing how easy their file syncing solution was. The video wasn't flashy, but it drew thousands of sign-ups, proving there was demand before they wrote a single line of code. Airbnb validated their idea by putting air mattresses in their apartment during a conference and inviting attendees to stay. They quickly confirmed that people were willing to pay for space in strangers' homes. Zappos tested online shoe sales by posting photos of shoes they didn't stock. When someone bought a pair, the founder bought it from a store and shipped it, validating demand before investing in inventory. Instagram began as a location-sharing app, but noticed users gravitated toward photo filters, so they pivoted. Biotech startup CAC combined lab tests with customer interviews to ensure their platform met real patient needs. Each of these stories demonstrates the power of scrappy validation. However, there are pitfalls to watch out for. Confirmation bias can lead you to see only positive feedback and ignore red flags. To combat this, deliberately seek out critical voices and ask customers what they don't like. Premature scaling, hiring a big team or spending on marketing before achieving product-market fit can drain your resources. Focus on learning first, then scale. Ignoring customer feedback is another trap. If users tell you something isn't working, listen and adjust rather than assuming you know better. Overestimating market size or underestimating competition can also be deadly. Be honest about how many people really need your solution and who else is trying to solve the same problem. So what does a successful validation journey look like? Start with curiosity and humility. Research your market and define your problem clearly. Build an MVP that tests your riskiest assumptions. Use interviews, landing pages, demos, and cognitive mapping to gather feedback. Track key metrics like CAC, CLV, engagement, conversion, and churn to interpret your findings objectively. Learn from examples like Dropbox, Airbnb, Zappos, Instagram, and CAC. Avoid pitfalls such as confirmation bias and premature scaling. Iterate relentlessly until you find product-market fit or decide to pivot or quit. This systematic approach saves you time, money, and heartache. If all of this sounds like a lot of work, I hear you. The good news is you don't have to do it alone. AI-powered platforms can help you streamline research, analyze feedback, and identify patterns you might miss on your own. That's where Siift comes in. Siift provides tools to quickly validate your startup idea, guiding you through market research, MVP creation, and customer feedback analysis. It helps you prioritize your experiments and interpret data so you can make confident decisions. Whether you're a first-time founder or a seasoned entrepreneur launching your next venture, Siift's hybrid intelligence platform acts like a co-pilot, reducing guesswork and increasing your chances of success. Ready to bring your idea to life with clarity and confidence? Start by leverage Siift to accelerate the process of validating, iterating, and learning to get granular with your strategy to make smarter decisions and find your founder and product market fit. With the right approach and the right tools, you can transform a mere idea into a product people love. Don't just dream, validate, learn, and de-risk your vision before you build in a dead-end direction. Try Siift today to get a reality check and start gaining clarity on creating a startup that thrives. Learning is continuous. Embrace feedback and adapt with the Founder's Intelligence platform.